How's it feel to be at 165?
Feels pretty good. I can eat a little bit more, so it's pretty nice.
What went into the decision to bump up?
I just was cutting a lot of weight for 57, and just I feel like just want to train a little bit harder, eat a little bit more, and have a little bit more fun. So I figured 65 is a good weight.
Obviously, a lot of great competition at every weight, but you've got extra good competition at 65. How much does that fire you up to as you get ready?
I mean, I love wrestling. I love wrestling good competition, so it made the move up much sweeter. So I love it a lot.
With that, have you had to do any major adjustments with Coach Durbin?
Yeah, I'm in the weight room probably like 4 or 5 times just with him, just doing a lot of strength training, doing a lot of different things to make sure I feel good and feel strong at 65. And I enjoy lifting, so it's a lot of good time with Coach Durbin and getting stronger.
Where do you feel stronger when you're on the mat, or is that something you've been able to feel or sense yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's good. I try to be strong in any area I'm at, so I feel strong on top. I feel strong when I get to legs, so maybe those areas.
Yeah. Getting to do the senior level thing in the spring, did that kind of give you a small taste of what that weight might feel like? I know it's 63, but
yeah, just wrestling 74 kilograms is 163 pounds. That was kind of helpful to see where I'm at. I'm wrestling a lot of senior level guys, which is some of the best guys in the country, in the world. And also wrestling in Spain at 163 pounds. All that stuff is strategic. I want to wrestle as close to that weight as much as I can and get a feel for all the guys. If I'm wrestling the best guys in the world, I think I can handle the guys at 165,
Looking back at last season's nationals, I mean, they really set back, but wrestling back to third, going through some really good guys to do it. I'm sure in the moment you felt a lot of pride in how hard you fought, but even in retrospect now, do you feel like that was a great, tough experience for you to go through going forward?
Yeah, I mean, you never realize how tough somebody is until they go through a tough moment, and that was my tough moment. I had to get up and just wrestle back a lot of matches to get third, and really it's just a blessing because I can, I felt what it feels like to lose at a big stage, and I've learned from it, grown from it. I feel like I'm more mature. I feel like I'm a lot better wrestler, well-rounded person. And, I'm excited to show you guys what that loss has done to me and wrestle this season with a whole nother, version of myself.
As a guy who's been a leader in the room, what have you seen from some of the freshmen that have come into the Swiderskis, the Panero Johnsons, the Rojas? What have you seen from them?
I mean, that whole freshman class is insane. Number 2 recruiting class in the country, and I would say that they come in believing. Before we didn't have a national champion or All-Americans. Now they can come in right away as freshmen believing like, hey, at Iowa State we can be national champs, we can be All-Americans. It's on the wall. They see it every day. So I think when you have a program that you're building and you come in, you see that, you're like, hey, why do I have to wait? When I first got here as a freshman, I don't think the guys really believed they could do it. And now that they've seen it, and more guys are being like, hey, it's my time to be All-American. It's my time to be national champ.
So then, as one of the leaders, is there like a daily message you're giving these guys to, ensure that, not just that freshman class, but everybody in the room this year is, helping to push the program forward?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just telling them, this is your time. This is when you come to Iowa State, you come here to be All-American or national champ, and if you can't win, you gotta get the next best thing. So I'm really just pushing them to write their goals down, to thrive towards them, and work hard. This freshman class, I mean, this is the best room I've ever seen at Iowa State. The way they come in, the way they train, they push everybody in the room already as freshmen. So, that's really exciting.
David, remember like your freshman year, sophomore year, you're pushing people to come to Iowa State and maybe have a little bit of pressure to help with recruiting, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Is some of that lifted off of you now? Do you feel like, Iowa State now is a place to go?
Yeah, I feel like it's in a good place, I feel like I've worked pretty hard, help recruiting, help make Iowa State a good place, be a good spokesperson for the wrestling team, and just be a good person. And think about Iowa State, I think it's more of a family culture. I think when guys come here, they see that we're like brothers. We'll fight for each other, wrestle hard for each other. So I think they see that, and they also see that they can win here. And I think that's why a lot of people are starting to come to Iowa State. You can see that with this number 2 recruiting class.
As far as you are now compared to this time last year, is there anything different mentally, obviously physically, but mentally that you feel different about this upcoming season?
Just talking with my dad, just having good perspective, just believing in myself, a lot, and just I feel like this year I have a lot more peace and a lot more of like I'm the one going on the hunt. I'm hunting down the number one guy. So it's kind of a little bit, it's a little bit different than being like returning national champ. It's like, okay, you got to get back to work, you got to be the hunter. So I kind of like that.
I know one of the things you enjoyed about staying at 57 was just like the lifestyle that it demanded to maintain that weight, and how you kind of had to be at your best in every facet. What lessons can you kind of learn from that as you transition to 65?
I think 65, it's going to be challenging in different ways, but I still have to demand the best of myself. I think it frees me up to be more of a leader in the room, frees me up to be a great student in the classroom, as far as just not having the stress of losing weight as much. And but yeah, I think it's still challenging in the way of just every week just being focused and being intentional in every aspect of my life.
How has the training for U23s been? I know we're excited about the season that's here, but like you've probably already been in a training cycle to get ready.
Yeah, I mean U23s. I leave next Tuesday. I'm excited. There's a lot of people that behind the scenes that help me get ready for that, and it's something I'm looking forward to. So I think it's a good start to kick off the season. Wrestle a little freestyle, good tournament, world level tournament. Come back and get ready to start the folk style grind with the boys, with the guys, and yeah.
How much have your past age level experiences, how much is that going to help when you head over to Spain?
I think it'll help a lot. I've wrestled at Cadet Worlds, the Junior Worlds, and now U23 Worlds. I just want to keep moving up. I did Cadets, Juniors, U23s. Now I want to move on to be a senior world team. So I think all that experience just helps. I mean, you see Gilman, who's an age group medalist. You see Yanni, who's an age group medalist. All these age group medalists are having that success early at the senior level. And so I'm hoping me wrestling all these age group level worlds will help me translate in the future.
Yeah. What's training been like this summer, or just leading up to that?
I mean, it's been my best training cycle I've had this summer. It's the most training I've had to do this summer, and really got to go to Carr Springs Olympic Training Center a few times this summer, train with a lot of really great guys, and it just tells me I'm right there with the best guys, and it's been really good. So I'm excited to see what the season holds.